This man walked into the Washington, D.C. Metro subway in a cold morning. It was 2007, I believe it was. Washington's subway is essentially called the Metro. He walked down into the subway basically to earn a few bucks, get out of the cold. Walked down deep into the subway, into the bowels of it, took his hat off, laid it onto the floor, put a few starter bucks into the hat, put out his violin, laid out his case to try to get people to walk by and give him a few bucks. Just going to make a few dollars on a cold, cold December day. He started playing. He played for about 60 minutes. It took 3 minutes before anybody even stopped to listen to this man playing his violin, and he was playing it well. 3 more minutes passed by before somebody actually put a buck in his hat. 2 more minutes went by before someone actually had a sustained listening period. It was a little girl about this tall with her mom. They were standing hand in hand together closely. The little girl wanted to listen for more than the 60 seconds she was allowed to. Mom wouldn't let that, had to get on with the day. On they went. 2 more minutes went by before anybody stopped to listen to the violinist. On and on this went for 60 minutes. The dude gathered about 30 bucks at the end of the 60 minutes. Actually, 30 bucks and 17 cents to be exact, because some people threw pennies in as they went by. Gathered up his hat, gathered up his money, packed up his case, went back out into the cold DC morning, just another violinist trying to make a buck. Except that he wasn't. This is Joshua Bell. He's one of the greatest violinists the world has ever known. He was playing some of the most intricate pieces of music ever recorded on a violin worth $3.5 million that he'd borrowed from the Smithsonian Institute the prior day. 2 days before, he had sold out the Boston Garden for over $100 a ticket. This actually happened. It was a social experiment conducted by the Washington Post to prove the point that I want to make now. We are all so busy doing, going, doing everything we can just to get by. Cell phone in one hand, latte in the other. We rush by the people playing their instruments for us each and every day. And I can promise you, in your jobs, on your one brand team, every single day, people are playing their instruments for you. Do you hear them? I wonder how many amazing things we miss our teammates doing because we don't have enough care and concern baked into our daily activities. To hear them playing their instruments for us, and I promise you, they're playing their instruments for you. It may not be a $3.5 million Stradivarius violin. They're playing on the tools of their trade, whether it's design, communication, CMK, brand, BBIC, whatever it is. They're playing on their tools of their trade. Do we care enough to actually stop, pause, and listen to each other and applaud each other in those moments? They ask